Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification button, like, share, leave your comments. Welcome. Today I'm going to talk about how to pass exams. Let me say this, okay? When we make these videos, they are short. We cannot include everything there, so you have to pick what you want to pick. Do you understand what I'm saying? We cannot just touch on everything. It's impossible. We don't want it to be long and boring. I'm just going to give the points and I can expand on them a bit. I am going to talk about before the exams, that is the exams preparation, during the exams, and after the exams, what you do. Okay, mostly it's like before and during the exam, because after the exam, what can you do? Now, before the exam preparation, I'm going to use myself as an example, okay? How I did well in exams. I went to Fobe College, University of Sierra Leone, and at that time things have changed. I think at that time we used to have 3 terms, and you take your exams, you write your exams on the 3rd term. So the first term and the second term, a lot of students will play and just they don't study hard. But I started studying from day one, first term, okay? And it made it easier for me. Not easy, but easier for me come 3rd term. It made things easier because what I normally do, I normally study with a timetable. I don't go like rigidly according to the timetable. It's not like I have to go exactly according to it, but it is a guide, you understand? So what it is, I normally just revise like few weeks before exams. I don't like to study things new because I found out that it panics me. It makes me panic and I do not excel when that happens. So what I normally do after class from day one, I go over, even if it's not every day, but most of the time after class. The reason being, it is fresh, you understand? And then you will find the trouble, because sometimes, not all the time when you want to study, the thing just come inside your head. Sometimes you have to go through it over and over and over and over. And that is how some topics are, okay? So then I will know when I need help. When I was at Fobe College, and I think when I was doing my professional course as well, we used to meet in groups where people who are knowledgeable in certain area, we would just be exchanging ideas and teaching each other. So then I will notice that I cannot learn this topic. What is going on here? So then I can go to somebody to help me, and that was very good. Okay, even myself, I used to teach and teaching as well. Please don't be selfish. When you teach your fellow your classmates, okay, what happens? You are going to learn more because you are learning in order for you to impact knowledge. And so it is a very good idea. People will think that it is selfish teaching somebody to go and pass an exam. What about you? No, it helps to improve yourself, okay? So that is another thing I used to do a lot. And also, like I said, you have to prepare well in advance. Well, for me, I can't do, because some people, they do last minute studies and maybe they thrive on it, but I don't thrive on it. And I don't advise you to do it. Try this other way, and you'll see that what I'm saying can be helpful to you, okay? The other thing I don't do, I don't wake up all night before the paper, not sleeping, depriving myself of sleep. I don't do that. I sleep like a baby. Oh my God. The reason being, your brain is fresh, okay? Why? This body, because it made sleep for a purpose. When you're sleeping, you are resting. Everything is taking shape in your life. So when you get up fresh, you go to that exam fresh to attack questions. You understand? But when your brain is tired, it is tired. Even with me to study, that is why, even apart from studies, I'm a morning person, okay? I do cook, I do a lot of stuff in the morning. I write books in the morning better. I don't know, that is just me. Because I would have rested at night, and when I get up in the morning, everything just opens up, you understand? That is when I study most effectively. So you see, this is what you do. How would you just deprive yourself of sleep and go to that exam all tired? That's why a lot of people will fail the exam. You understand, your brain is tired. You need to rest. People will be eating, chewing cola nuts. People will be drinking Coke and all sorts of things. Don't do it. You have to study and rest. They go hand in hand. You understand? Even when you are preparing for the exam, you have to rest, you have to sleep, you have to eat properly. Yes, I said it. Take vitamins. You need those things, will help the brain to function. Hey, don't kill yourself. Exams are not there to kill you. Even if you fail exam, which I'm not praying that you fail exam, but you're not going to die. There are always chances for you to take it. Don't kill yourself. Okay? Now, I go quickly to the day you are writing your paper, especially when you have other papers to write. Why do you go and sit down? There are some people, they have bad habits to be talking. I know this topic and start explaining. I don't want to hear. When I was taking my exam, I'll move swiftly away from those people. Because, for instance, if they go and talk about something that you have not studied or you have not mastered, you start panicking before few hours or few minutes before your exam. Do you know what? You don't want to be in that panic state. It is, writing an exam is like the athletes. You understand how they prepare themselves mentally as well as physically. You need everything you can to pass an exam, especially to pass it with flying colors. You need the best grades that you possibly can. So you don't want somebody to come and make you start panicking, because panicking is one of a disaster in exams, okay? That is another thing you don't do. Move away from them. Please move away from them. Find somewhere quiet, go sit down there and relax, okay? And now I go to when you are in the hall, the exam hall, writing your exams. What do you do? You have to prepare. Everything in life, the more you prepare, the more organized you are, the better you are. Your results will be better, okay? Here is this. When you go there, the first minute when they say, okay, you read through your paper, okay? But even if they say they don't give you time to read through it, you have to do it. Quickly find the best ones that you can answer. For instance, if you have 5 questions, you have to choose 3. Don't say because it is 5, it comes in that chronological order. You have to do it number 1, number 2, or number... No, go and find and start doing the best one that you can do. You understand? I'll come to the reason why you do that. So if number 5 is the best one, you put number 5, put a ring around it, and start. The reason why you do it is because the examiners are human beings. When you start like that, and they will be impressed, so that even if the latter ones, they are not as impressive as that one, they will say, maybe it's time or something. And you understand? They are human beings, so marking your paper. They are not robots. They are human beings, and they don't spend a lot of time marking your paper. So try to impress them early, okay? Also, it cools down your nerves when you start the exam writing something that you know. It cools down your nerves, okay? So then you start relaxing. But you start writing the most difficult one and you start panicking. That is what we have to avoid. And then you have less mark. Or that will mean the difference between failing the exam or passing the exam. So you have to apply these exam techniques, okay? Ladies and gentlemen. And also, when you go inside the hall, if it is hard, you can panic a bit, but don't panic that much, because it is hard for everybody else. And what is panic or crying going to do for you? Just relax, take a deep breath. If you are prayerful, just pray, oh God, help me today, and then do your best. Just remember, it is your best that you have to do. You're not there to die. You are not there to die. It's an exam. It's not going to kill you, okay? So that is what you should do. And also, what I do in extremely difficult exams, I will never forget management accounting whilst I was at Fobi College. Oh my God, I can't forget it. People were sobbing. They were crying in the exam, and I look at the paper and say, where do I start? What do I understand? What is this? What is this? Gibberish. Oh, so me too. What I did, I just started writing what I could. Anything I knew, I just read. Anything I knew, I just read. I said, go and pick it up there, whatever. And I managed to pass. You see? This is what we call exam techniques. And also time management. I'm ending with the most important thing, time management. People spend a lot of time. They don't manage their time. If you're asked to do 5 questions, 20 marks each, 100, okay? And then you leave a whole question out because you have run out of time. You're starting to fail, because that is now, you will not get more than 80%. And you have to do extremely well on the others. Otherwise, that is fail for you. You are fast approaching a failure. Don't leave out a whole question. That is why what I normally do, even I don't get carried away with the one that I know exceptionally well. I tell myself, okay, how many hours I divide it, how many minutes I have to spend on each question. I do it, and all the time when that minute comes, that's how you manage your life in general. Okay, I have to move on to the next question. I leave a space, a big gap, and move on to the next one. 50, 50, 50. And then when I finish before time. Then I go and fill in the blanks, especially with the ones I know, so that I never ever ran out of time. I remember when I was in preliminary, yeah, you will never believe, I used to go to exam hall. They'll give us, I will not forget, 3 hours. I used to finish the exam in 1 hour. I would be embarrassed to leave the hall because I don't want people to say, what is this? She has failed, or things like that. I will go over and over and over. I used to finish because I would be so fast and clever at managing my time and organizing myself. That is why you have to be organized in life. An organization that is organized, excel. Life, when you are organized, you will excel. So that is what you bring to the exam hall as well. And after the exam, here is it, especially when you have other papers, don't wait for somebody to start telling you the answers. Why do you want to know the answers? You have done the exam, it has gone. Knowing the answer, would it change anything? Why do you people behave like that? I run away from those people. I don't want to know. I don't go to my teachers. I don't go to my lecturers for answers, especially if it is a one-off exams like the MPSC exam, exam that you take in one day, then you can do something like that. But even at that, I don't want to know again. I finished my exam. Let me enjoy my life. You understand? Why do you want to? It doesn't change anything. So, ladies and gentlemen, I know more. Because I'm in England, and I've helped a lot of people pass exams, children especially, going to good universities and things like that, because of this technique. So I'm going to put my WhatsApp number down there. You can contact me if your child is struggling, especially with exams. I can advise you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please don't forget to share. Have a blessed day. I love you all, so please feel free to share. Please feel free to ask me any questions. I can help you with your kids, your family members, and friends. Thank you very much. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.